Hmm? Invocation. Okay. Okay, so. Oh. Use stream. Oh, there we go. So somebody posted their own document for suggestions. I actually have a table document of my own bound suggestions. I'm not showcasing it yet. I wanted to be in a more prepared state, and I I do have plenty of suggestions for each of the tower types. I'm suggesting about. Uh, like Rosalia is what 30 rows. Granted, some of the suggestions are similar. Like I have 2 rows for attack time. Rotalia's attack time because of DDTs. 2 rows for laser lead slash bat last boss bonus because Rosalia has problems with DDTs again and the BAD on round 100 and undoubtedly bosses. Grenade primary hit damage. Uh, yeah, you get the point, but I'm looking over this document by a guy named Supernova. At least that's their contact information on Discord. But anyway, let's read through this. Welcome. This is a collection of my own suggestions and any concept by other people that I find interesting. Contact me at Sola Supernova on Discord. No, these ideas are sourced from other persons as credited using brackets. Please check out the Bloons Encyclopedia Wiki, bloonswiki.com, and it's in Discord. Towers. And this is the table of contents. As I mentioned, I am using a table because I do have to go into detail about some of the stuff that I provide. But anyway, so here are his suggestions. Tower, Star Monkey. I mean, this is actually a weak start because T5 shoots at 1 ball increased to 3 balls at a time. That kind of messes with the point of the Ultra Juggernaut that it's supposed to be an. With I see somewhat what he's wanting. Uh, yeah, let's go through the suggestions for Ultra Juggernaut. Top 5 shoots it in 1 ball increased to 3 at a time. Top 5 explodes into 6 balls decreased to 3 at a. And top 5 it goes up from 15,000 base to 20,000 base. That price increase is what he's aiming for. I think Ultra Juggernaut able to cost a little more in return for some actual power. Even though I think Ultra Juggernaut should remain at the same price and everything, and with the same performance. Because Ultra Juggernaut does already wreck some maps, like Moon Landing and Cornfield. So, I want to be a bit wary about that. I don't know. So, before on top hat has it. So his next suggestions relate to the bottom path. Before on top path has increased crit chance. I don't know about that. Well, first off, crits aren't random. The problem is bottom path not Bottom has having some questionable usability in later rounds. Like, I think bottom pass in general should have some of its attack speed nerfing reduced to, or it, like, what did I suggest for? Okay, B1 B base price B5. Here we go. Bottom 5 attack time. Reduce it from 0.24. Reduce the attack time from 0.24 to 0.225 for buffing the crossbow himself. Yeah, it goes without saying. And the guy's also suggesting for crossbow master to cost less at 15,000 base instead of the current 21,500 base. It's, yeah, again, my issue with that is that crossbow master can be used to rampage on deflation, which the problem isn't deflation. The problem is later performance. Because crossbow master has some severe problems with falling off. That should be fixed. Boomerang Monkey. Top 4 name MOR Glaze to Glaze Knight. Well, I can understand that, but to avert the case of we're still relevant, dang it. That's Ninja Kiwi's decision ultimately. Top 4 Glaze can repeatedly rebound on existing balloons if Pierce is remaining. I don't know. I suppose a rehit value could be a rehit timer could be applied, but the whole point of top pass boomerang is that top pass boomerang does group control. So I don't think he should get to hit the BAD repeatedly. Just it should not be that extreme. Maybe I should add a note. There. And yeah, you can add notes on this thing. Top 5 orbital claves orbit direction matches which arm is selected. Visual. I don't think it would be necessarily visual, but who knows. Middle 3 gets camel detection. No. Just no. Bottom 3 does Bloon knockback. Okay, that's actually decent. Just don't have it kill the point of getting Moab press in the first place. The regular Bloon knockback sounds good actually, because I mean it shouldn't be anything ridiculous, but hey, as long as we have reasons to get these tier 3s. Bottom 5 range increased a bit its Moab press attack. I'm not sure what to think about that. Others are free to input on that. I don't know what to say. Okay. Cannon. Base cost 405 to 300. Actually, first off, I think its base cost is 375, but that said, I do not think Cannon needs a lower base cost. It's already group control. I do not think it should be 300. If anything should be reduced, should have its base price reduced to 300, it should be Mage. If one, that's a matter of magic monkeys only, and two, Mage could send you that. I mean, it would break anything, but Cannon having a base cost of 300, I'm not a fan of that. Top 3 replace with Bloon Impact. Actually, I think the big problem with really big bombs right now, well, really big bombs is more functional. It's really the bottom crosspath that has problems because why do the Brax not have enough Pierce? Just they have what? Pierce right now? Let me check. I know I recorded it. Yeah. Oh, it's 2 Pierce, which is still Warcry Pierce failure, as I mentioned. Okay. Top 3 price reduced from 4,300 to 3,500. Oh, first number is the total of the former top 3 and top 4. Huh? Oh, hold on. I know I can dig it up from one of my teams. I have. Top 3 cannon costs 23.75 base. So, yeah, what's going on with this? I don't follow. Right. A top 4 replaced with Moab Impact, which has been tempting for me that want to see some actual blimp influence. But if I'm going with bottom cross pass on top 4, then that's my decision. To have a little more difficulty with blimps. Maybe it should be ridiculous, but. And thankfully, things have managed to get better over time. Top 4 replaced with MOAB Impact. $10,000 greater range and knocks back more slightly. No, that doesn't work. Top 5 cost reduced from 59,400 to 50,000 and undoubtedly in compensation, but gosh, no. No. The current prices are the current price areas are fine. Top 5 emits smoke from its barrel. Visual. I don't know, but I mean, there's already problems with visual effects to begin with. Like, I suspect it's my laptop contributing actively, but. The game has a nasty habit of being slow about asset loading because it can actually seep into gameplay. That's really annoying. I mean, hopefully Ninja Kiwi gets on it at some point to investigate or tells me how to work it out or something. I don't know. Middle 2 missiles gain weak homing. I suppose. Middle 2 bonus range removed. I could see that. And this repeats for the middle 3, middle 4, bonus range removed. I don't know about removing the bonus range. I've heard that Moab Mauler has fallen off lately. Oh, middle 5 damage type explosive back to normal. Part of me feels concerned about the damage type being explosive in the first place, but Ninja Kiwi says so. Ninja Kiwi does say that it should be explosive because M5 was overperforming with normal damage type, so I'm not clear on that, but whatever. Bottom 1 bonus ranges increased. This is not a good idea, unfortunately. Bottom one already gets enough of an increase to the range. Bottom 1 already provides enough of an increase to range, and it's actually very good. Bottom 2 bonus range. Why? It's just why? Bottom 3 bonus range at. Okay, I'm confused on that. Bottom 5 explosion recurses twice every third shot. I thought it was every shot. Recurses twice every third shot. So a little more firepower. Passive ability activates when balloons cross 90% of the track, so that it's undoubtedly to make it playable on shims. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, bomblets technically can have its ability and be used on ships. I've actually seen it be used. Well, the thing is, it requires Corvus because he has this ability where he can convert his mana into lives for a moment, and he can use that to make sure that he can use it to deliberately leak a super ceramic, and the super ceramic won't take off all 800 mana, but the bomblets will still trigger nonetheless. So there's that. Bottom 5 passive ability initial cooldown 13.33 seconds to 0 seconds. Initial cooldown's there for a reason. It's to prevent people from just selling and rebuying something. Passive ability cooldown decreased from 40 seconds, sped up from 40 seconds to 20 seconds. Honestly, actually, I think Bomblitz does a lot of damage. I have to check. I mean, I'm pretty sure it instantly wipes the ceramics. I have to check if it instantly wipes the Moabs, but it's definitely powerful enough anyway. It should have enough of a cooldown. Oh, and passive ability penetrates flint layers. I just don't know about that at all. Attack shooter. M1 and M2 projectile speed increased. Actually, I think attack shooter should. Let me get out my suggestions. I think attack shooter should have its base attack time improved from 1.4 seconds to 1.2 seconds, and then the multipliers for top 1 and 3. Well, actually, just top 1 reduced from 75% attack time to 80% attack time. So the attack shooter will be overall a bit faster. Oh, and tier 3. Tier 3 does. Tier 3 I do suggest for a faster attack time, but not tier 4. Tier 4 I suggest for a. Well, still overall faster, but not as much like the or top 4. I'm looking at the wrong path. That bottom 3 I suggest for the for the overall percentage to still be still be at a higher time, but I think that's for the bottom path of reduced multipliers as well. Reduced improvements to attack time. I'm getting myself confused with that. But the point is, base attack shooter should have better involvement of attack speed because 1.4 seconds of attack time. I don't feel it cuts it on chimps unless you're going on bottom path. Because attack shooter is so slow. It just, gosh. I remember the days when Ring of Fire was just playing nuts on Bloons tower defense battles because you could accommodate it with signal flare, and it was just ridiculous. It's just plain gatekeep. Just. So, anyway, middle two, top two, middle two, top four, middle two, and bottom four, middle two, crosspath make the tower always shoot, even if Bloons are not within range. Wait, did I have a suggestion for those? No, not those crosspaths specifically. Right. Anyway, making the tower always shoot, I don't know about that. It's about that might be a possibility worth looking into, but actually, aren't Ring of Fire and Overdrive fast enough anyway? I mean, if they're not reaching, there's something going. They're not reaching an area you want them to. There's something going on. Paragon ability. I'm not looking into Paragons. Ice Monkey. Middle 5. Middle 5. Bloons frozen by ability frees other Bloons. I actually have a more creative idea in mind for Absolute Zero, namely to have it neutralize black layer protection from explosives, so that obviously this would be for Absolute Zero specifically. Although I'd be happy if Ninja Kiwi could come up with some creative ways to allow to figure out creative ways to provide ways to remove black layer protection. I mean, obviously, they don't want to get out of hand with that, but yeah, point is, yeah, I'm not sure about this. Glue Gunner. Bottom 4 glue puddles get camel detection. Ninja Kiwi removed it, though, for a reason. So. YMMV. Sniper Monkey. Middle 5 grants camo detection to all snipers. It's kind of within well, it might be worth Well, it might be worth considering. I mean, if it's just other snipers, night vision goggles is a tier 1 upgrade to begin with, so it's not like top up incentive isn't going to be killed by this. So. So I could go either way on this. Bottom 5 activates 4 times attack speed when balloons cross 90% of the track. Obviously for Chimp's usability. So what was that? Right, Monkey's up. Bottom 4 adds a 4th gun. And I suppose that doing damage to blimps isn't enough. Like, I mean, I've been making use of that. What's the necessity of a 4th gun? Just, I don't get it. You think the bottom 4 or sub has already does bonus damage to ceramics? Well, I want to say that. I'm not sure. It's gone on. Oh, okay, it's visual, but still. Bottom 5, grants zone range, including advanced intel to all subs affected by its buff. I could actually see cross-path thing being a good notion for. I could actually see involving cross-pathing in the buff provided by the sub commander. I mean, they do say the king must leave for the subjects to follow. So, okay. So next is boat. Top 2 renamed to more shots and grants 50% projectiles fired around it. Extra 50% extra projectiles fired around the top. Again, I'm not sure about this. Bottom 3 gains +1 damage per 2,000 cash generated. I have a +5. Even though you can't generate cash in Champ, so bottom 4 extra attack speed removed, bottom 5 damage was removed. I don't know what's going on there. Middle 4 constantly drops bombs. I think Bomber 8 in general needs to have better bomb enhancements in general. Just what we have right now is. I wouldn't say there's some cross-path bias with bombs right now. Especially in races. Bottom 1 replaced with improved darts, extra pierce and 25% extra projectile speed. I'd rather the projectile speed be put on Spy Plane because Spectre should get something for camo cross-pathing that doesn't entirely suck. Especially since camo Flying Fortress is a worse. It's worse than DPS spec given radar support. I mean, you could argue you get what you pay for, but gosh, hotspot. Allows you to set the center of each flight targeting anywhere on the map. Same as advanced targeting from bottom to. What? Wait. Oh, are you referring to Bloons too? I don't know. Oh, oh, battles too. Okay, thank you. Remove center flight targeting. Yeah, I could go either way on this. Heli pilot. Base pursuit targeting available. What? Oh. Top 2 replaced with unknown in the works. Yeah, obviously. Top 3 replaced with dark gun. $3,000 Apache target ship without missile array. LOL. I don't know. I don't know about this. I mean, the Razor Rotor is characteristic at least. Top 4 cost reduced from 19,600 to 14,000, which would honestly make it. Honestly, that would actually make it easier for getting Dart Ship on Dart Ship without on deflation. In fact, I doubt you would even need Rosalia anymore at that point. At the cost. I mean, the whole thing was. I mean, what's going on with the Dart Ship is that you can buy. Is that you can get Rosalia in a B2 village and then get a T3 M2 heli, and then once Rosalia is level 6, you can sell the village and buy the Dart Ship. Yeah, I don't think reducing the cost would work out. And though the P5 cost suggestion, even if I do have my doubts, I think the problem is more performance issues against DDTs than anything. Because, yeah, I have heard that Apache has severe problems on maps with multiple lanes. Because it gets all confused and everything. Ooh! Top 5 rocket damage type explosion changed from explosion to normal. I think the top 5 Apache should be looked at to begin with. So that it's not. So that it's halfway competent against DDTs. Like, I know later does damage DDTs because I believe it's plasma, not normal, but all the same. Plasma damages both leads and black wounds, so not a problem with DDTs, but. Can't the rollers at least strengthen at higher upgrade levels? I mean, that would be something. Middle 5 door gunner available. I'm not sure what that's about. Bottom 1 replaced with improved darts, increased pierce and projectile speed. Oh, without monkey knowledge. Yeah, without monkey knowledge. That explains why I'm confused. Bottom 3 rocket attack blimp bonus increased from 2 to 10. Hmm. I don't have enough experience with Heli to understand that stuff, to be honest. So, oh, and bottom 4 milli Helis can shove blimps at a 50% reduced power. Wait, doesn't bottom 3 shove blimps already? Oh, whatever. Or are you talking about ZOMGs or something? Mortar Monkey. Top 4 stuns blimp slightly. I could see some stun. Oh! Top 4 adds a radiation deal damage over time that is buffed by bottom 2. I could see that. Top 5 balloons spot the lead fall out on the track. I could see that. Middle 4 bonus and boss damage and BAD damage. Oh. Isn't the whole point of the bonus against bosses and BADs to compensate for them being immune to stun to begin with? Middle 5 increased damage of all middle 4 body abilities active. Actually, isn't it? Actually, isn't artillery barrage already boosted by dealing extra damage to stun targets? Bottom 1 adds first dense strong targeting. I could take it or leave it, I don't know. Darling Gunner. Bottom 2 causes attacks to deal 25% more damage to the first balloon hit. 25%. Actually, that's actually a good idea. You could. Especially to keep the crosspath from falling off on Ray of Doom. I mean, granted, this thing's supposed to be the group control, but Ray of Doom, I believe, controls groups so easily that, yeah, what's the point? Wizard Monkey base 325 to 300. I actually suggested that myself. I mean, this is not the only price increase that not the only price change that I suggest for Mage. I actually suggest for Intense Magic to have $100 of its price shifted to Monkey Sense. Because Intense Magic is so dependent on lining up shots. Just. Intense magic just needs to cost less so that it will be easier to top off on the cross-passing. Oh, and top 1 causes all projectile attacks to seek their target. I thought they did already. Oh, and top 1, bottom 1 has strong homing. I can see why even suggest that because what was it? because the homing already. Because the speed up actually interferes with the homing. Oh. Oh, I think. Are you referring to things like Fireball? Oh. Oh, Dragon Spread. Okay, fair enough. I didn't. I should mention that Phoenix does already get homing on its Firebread. It's just hilarious to see, actually. As for top one, bottom one, I can see the homing. I can see buffing the homing. I just think the purpose is still to encourage lineup when going with top/bottom or bottom hat in general. The homing. Oh. Okay. Okay, you're fixing it. Middle three, top one, Brett has homing. Okay. And yeah, as I was saying, the whole point of getting intense magic is to have reward for having our shots lined up, which can be cheapened a bit by having homing. But then again, having what's guiding magic doing for the? I mean, the homing should still be there. It just shouldn't be ridiculous. That's all. But it shouldn't be so horribly undermined either, because even for a base $150 attack. Anyway. Super Monkey. Top 3 damage type, plasma, change from plasma to normal. I don't agree with Sun Avatar. I know Sun Avatar is effectively a top off upgrade on chimps, because when all is said and done, Temple is going to be a free play tower. Plasma damage type is still the whole point. Being plasma is still the whole point, to keep people from just hitting purples with Sun Avatar. Some of the later upgrades of both middle and bottom path have unconditional normal damage types to begin with, so there's that already. Oh! Bottom 2 ignores line of sight blockers. I mean, this would be map dependent, but I would have to stick to this. I would have to check the line of sight blocking. You know. So next is Ninja Monkey, and this is a suggestion I would be happy to see if it would be feasible to implement. Middle 1, replace with counter espionage. Detraction effect included, removes all special properties from affected balloons with. Yeah, the whole point of counter espionage is that it's supposed to be the least expensive decamo. And it's also supposed to be a tier 2 decamo upgrade, but honestly, The ooze using counter-espionage in general. Uh, I don't know about removing all special property. Or actually, maybe removing black properties from affected balloons would be good too. Or wait, no, just the camel. Still, but middle two, replace with Mark Portet, which I recognize to be an upgrade from for Sam in Advent, Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. And Mark Portet sure can supply bonus wounds with a state DLT damage over time that causes them to take +2 damage but gain 50% speed. It's yeah. I was confused on how the middle cross path could be improved without it. Depot. This suggestion actually works out. Aside from having counter espionage remove special properties, it should still. It should. But it could. Mark for Death could be used for black removal, undamaged lead removal. Obviously, you don't damage leads, but ninjas don't innately damage leads. They would. I mean, you would need flash bombs. This works out. Oh yeah. And here's the additional suggestions. Middle 4 ability can mark smaller balloons with death. Middle 5 ability can mark balloons for death. So extending that to the activation abilities. I mean, isn't balloon sabotage actually powerful enough to begin with? And I'm pretty sure that people keep balloon sabotage out of the way when handling 2 million pop count challenges. But the mark for death idea, buffing counter espionage to be the tier 1 upgrade, and then buffing the tier 2 upgrade by giving it a debuff that could actually be solid. I mean, granted, +2 damage with. I should. Like I say, Mark Portet was already an ability in Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. Let me look. Yeah. Mark for Death actually worked differently in Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. And balloons hit by the blob upside take double damage for a short period of time. Neighbors. Right. So it could sleep +1 damage. As long as it just gains less pity. Because +2 damage would still be powerful for a tier 2 upgrade. It's been powerful for Alchemist. And speaking of, top 3 brew pierce buff decreased from 2 to 1. Because I can see why. Because because people have been turning the whole Berserker brew into a drug. It's just, gosh. But I don't think the problem is the peer. It's like Berserker brew provides +2 damage built in against both ceramics and blimps, which is pretty much everything after round 79. So, well, unless you count the purples on round 95 and such, but yeah. The big thing with Berserker brew, it scales. I'm more thinking along the lines that Berserker brew should have longer reapplication time because it's common to use it on a juggernaut tower like an artillery barrage. And just or never miss it. Watch the given tower wreak havoc for quite a while. Just gosh. A little powerful, don't you think? It's really the juggernauting that's the problem, not that not the point that the buff exists at all. You just go in with the juggernauting, please. And obviously top 4 can stay the same. I feel it's $6,000. That's still going to be a decent amount. Middle 4 throws concoctions while transform. I could take it or leave it. Next. Bottom 2 acid pool gets camo detection. It actually would make sense. Ninja Kiwi did remove camo from the puddles of top half glue gunner. So yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'd be happy if there was some form of camo detection involved, but not going to be. Or better yet, just make bottom 2 actually passable when passable for its usability. Just because everybody just gets faster throwing, but they never get acid that. Which is a flagrant case of you have researched breathing. Just and bottom 2 makes acid pool hit each time a potion is hit. Actually, that would be sound, but what was it? Oh yeah, acid pool just plain sucks where it stands. Bottom 5 grants all cast from effective balloons when transformed. Why wouldn't be? But I suppose. Bottom 5 main attack instantly destroys DDTs. Yay! Yay! Our incredibly slow attacking tower can instantly destroy DDTs. We just have to take out 29 of. Have to 1 down, 29 to go. Bottom 5 golden potion projectile speed goes from snail to instant. Gosh, Master Alchemist, you decide to be a miming. Miming material where you did. Druid. Top 4 gets camel detection, which kind of breaks the point. I mean, top 4 Druid already doesn't cost that much. I don't think it should get. I don't think top 4 Druid should get camel detection. That should still be reserved for Superstorm. It would still maintain some value with open. Let's make this clear. Especially when ball lightning's actually good. Because I did check things, I think go in version 45 with Oven and 3 Druids on Steam that you still can do it on chimps. I mean, granted, surviving the early rounds is a bit sketchy, but even so. Top 3, middle 1. Yeah. Top 3, middle 1, Tornadoes, Pierce, +4. I'm more concerned about Heart of Oak, honestly, because what's the point of getting Heart of Oak in general when... I mean, I suppose you can kill regrowths, but after round 79, that doesn't matter anymore. and it said round 79 is... and remarking about regrowths are coming in on this tough bloody and bottom fat dude is just going to say, you do that. Get out of here. I'm fine if I find a certain bill will be available without MK, right? Because I do remember that was a monkey knowledge ability. Oh, and bottom 4 plus top 2 ceramic bonus improved. So. Even though I'm pretty sure top and middle paths for druids are better for ceramic, I want to say top path is supposed to be for blimps. Although if we go with blimp bonuses for that, for bottom path, they shouldn't be ridiculous. It shouldn't be anything ridiculous. Mermonkey, middle 4 damage type Frigid. Change from Frigid to Plasma, yeah. I can see why. I think this should apply to middle 5, not middle 4, because... I could see a case for middle 4, but middle 5 definitely is the one that needs that. I do know that the damage type change has not been popular. Having your shots being straight up blocked by white balloons is... Oh, what? Just... What? Then again, I do suppose that top and bottom path are supposed to be good against lesser balloons. And middle path, you're supposed to use that tower path against blimps. But having frigid applied to middle 5 is a little much. Just, I mean, all of the ice towers eventually pop whites, and all of the ice tower paths eventually pop whites at tier 5. If not sooner. Okay. But I don't know about the Arctic Knight getting plasma type. I get the performance improvement or price decrease for Arctic Knight, but the ability to damage leads is rather limited for Mermonkey, but otherwise, and I'm doing damage to leads. Not simply slow them down. I'm looking at you top pattern. Anyway, banana farm. Range of the banana farm matches its banana drop radius. Not sure what that's about. And correct that to purples. Neither, not able to pop whites nor purples. I could see I could see the case for Arctic Knight being allowed to pop whites, but I'm far more concerned about Pop Titan being unable to do anything to whites. Just gosh. Uh, anyway, continuing on with the banana farm. Middle four cannot be sold if there's debt remaining. Actually, a good call, methinks. People abusing the loan sharks. Just, gosh. Bottom one replaced with quality soil. Reduces upgrade cost of the farm by 15%. I see where you're going with this. Let me look it up. Oh! Yeah, quality soil. It was recently added in Bloons. It was recently added in Battles too, so. And I can definitely see the appeal of making the farms cost less, even if they would be less effective. Just to be able to get stuff going after with the farming. Just, so there's that sense of choice at least. Continuing on. Spike Factory. The red balloon equivalent of spikes in piles is visible. Citation needed. What? Wouldn't you be able to find a... Wouldn't you be able to find this? Find out who mentioned this? I mean, there should be a business history somewhere. I know I can't view it. Other people can, but I definitely can't. Middle tree spikes have a purple tint to them, so I can see that's obviously aesthetic, of course. Oh, and yeah, this comment in green is obviously my own for the activation suggestion. It's obviously my own suggestion. It's marked in green because of that. So I can't. That's obviously not your suggestion. That's just mine. It's made clear here. But bottom 3, bottom 4, spike pile, lifespan, +1 round. I could see the increase somewhat. Or I don't know. I've actually been able to make good use of long life spikes, actually. I just get it up. It keeps me from being killed by round 36. Because, gosh, that round's just scummy. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Guys, throw us some comment. Anyway, Monkey Village. Middle fort ability grants camo and MIB to all towers on screen. Huh? Maybe middle 5. I don't know about middle 4. Actually, if it grants camo, then what would be the point of topping off on the middle? What would be the point of getting middle crosspath on other villages? Just yeah. Because the only thing that middle 1 is good for is stopping regrowth from regrowing, but again, that shouldn't ever be a problem past around 79. And if everybody's getting radar, then well, I thought maybe normal damage, global normal damage type would be a possibility for the tier 5, but the tier 4 I don't think would be a good idea. Engineer Monkey. Top 4 allows selection of which sentry to exclude when placing made by Jacob Jack on Bloons Encyclopedia Discord. I could potentially see that, actually. The only problem is that there's only so many hotkeys to go with monkey specials. Although I think that I don't think top path engineer even sets up it. I don't think top hat engineer even has buttons for. Oh yeah, and tier 5 currently. Oh, and top 5 currently doesn't even deploy different sentries. Just plasma firing guys. Beat handler and empty suggestion. Heroes. Gwendolyn, like Striker, she grants other monkeys percentage purple popping power. I think the whole point is that they're not supposed to get all crazy with fire, or you would just get burned. And just some maps. Yeah, right. That'd be a funny map, actually. Achievements, non-monkeys, only chimps. It would be tax shooter, bomb shooter, spike factory, and monkey village. Which, again, is why I'm suggesting for tax shooter to actually, it's tough. To be passable. Because you can't afford monkey village right away. You can't afford spike factory right away. Bomb shooter's going to have a bad time with around 6 space screens. The only option would be tax shooter, and I don't even know and tax shooter would get anything going without track convenience. I tried starting with tax shooter, and I should mention I tried starting with tax shooter on Dark Castle. It doesn't work. It just resort. I was thinking of logs, to be honest. Game modes, double HP Moabs replaced with inflation. Bloons and Moabs have double beat and HP. Maybe. As long as we don't have something that's a name like Avcast, Avcast noted basically, I will kill your options because you didn't purchase double cash. Just events, nothing. Challenge editor. Oh, specific monkey knowledge can be disabled. That will be interesting, actually. Paragon cap is able to be set. Haven't looked into that. Monkey knowledge. Abilities available without monkey knowledge. Why don't make it augmentation removed, door gunner removed, strike down the pulse removed. Yeah, not too clear on a lot of monkey knowledge, honestly. Master double crossbow, second crossbow master as inverted color, which I could see that. I could see that happening. Specific monkey knowledge can be disabled and refunded. Accelerated arrow darts gives plus 50%. Goes from giving plus 50% to plus 25% projectile speed. Half is a whole monkey knowledge list. Not sure what that's about. Another. New placement option allows towers to be snapped on the nearest available location. Oh, that would actually be good. The menu turns to nighttime from 7:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. That would actually be solid. All cache generating towers display the extra cache. Oh wait. Oh, the nighttime thing. Would this address the holiday settings like with Independence Day and Halloween? I would look into that. And all cache generating towers display their extra cache count, and such as Pirate Lord, Led to Gold, and Monkey Town. Wait, Pirate Lord? I thought with the trade empires and such, the stuff on bottom path for both, not top path. Are you referring to the extra cash provided by the blimp takedown abilities for the middle path? Okay, I can see where you're going with that. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what to do next, but at least I doing this. So some of the suggestions with workouts, I am not sure of. Yeah. That should cover everything. I figure I may as well look over this stuff. I make my own list of suggestions, but I actually I actually emailed what I've done so far to Ninja Kiwi because I wanted to point them to my points about Spike Factory. Yeah, you saw my suggestion about the activation ability for Smart Spikes because. Wait, did I have the right path for that? No. It's supposed to be 2. It's supposed to be bottom 2, not bottom 3. What am I thinking? There. Yeah. And my support form ticket it includes a picture showcasing using the Smart Spikes ability to have spike balls and actually hit around 38 ledge because those things can actually be like. I do suppose something's going on with your primary lead protection or only lead protection against around 38 lead. It's in spike balls, but even so. Oh. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, that should be everything. I'm still liking the overall idea with moving counter espionage to middle 1. And having middle 2 have a more sensible purpose, and I am the least expensive D camo. I mean, not all these suggestions are perfect, but heck, this one could be handled with care, but I didn't see where you're going with this. Definitely, I do agree. Yeah, I'm going to call it a stream now. Get back to what I was doing before, in general.